Did you know the legal ideas behind your morning coffee trace back over 1,500 years? The concept of ownership, like when you buy a latte, is rooted in the Justinian Code. This ancient legal framework covered everything from contracts to property disputes, influencing our daily interactions. After Rome's fall, the Byzantine Empire preserved these laws, which later fueled the Renaissance and shaped modern legal systems. The Justinian Code is a testament to how a well-organized system of rules can outlive empires and continue to define justice today. What is a legal code? You might have heard the term before, but what does it really mean, and why does it matter? A legal code is more than just a list of rules. It's an organized collection of laws, carefully arranged to provide clarity and consistency for society. It helps people know what's expected of them and what happens if those expectations aren't met. Enter Justinian I, a Byzantine emperor with a grand vision to restore Roman law and bring order to a sprawling empire. He wasn't just any ruler. He was determined to leave a legacy that would last for generations. Born into a humble family in the Balkans, Justinian rose through the ranks to become emperor. His background gave him a unique perspective, and he aimed to unify the empire with a clear, fair legal system that everyone could understand. By Justinian's time, Roman law had become a confusing labyrinth, tangled with centuries of contradictory statutes, outdated edicts, and conflicting legal opinions. It was nearly impossible for ordinary people, or even judges, to make sense of it all. Justinian saw an opportunity to bring order to this chaos. He wanted a legal system that reflected Christian values, reinforced imperial authority, and brought justice to his people. To achieve this, Justinian assembled teams of scholars and legal experts. Their mission, to sift through centuries of Roman law, select what was still relevant, eliminate contradictions, and create a single, comprehensive legal work. This new code would replace the chaotic mess of old laws and serve as the definitive legal authority for the entire empire, making justice more accessible and predictable. Justinian's legal project was as ambitious as his military campaigns. Just as he sought to expand and defend his empire, he wanted his laws to have a lasting impact, one that would reach far beyond his own lifetime and territorial conquests. The result was a unified legal system that not only brought order to the Byzantine Empire, but also influenced the development of law for centuries to come. Justinian's Code became a cornerstone of legal tradition, shaping societies across the globe and laying the foundation for many modern legal systems we know today. How do you condense a millennium of law into a few books? You start by assembling a dream team of the brightest legal minds, scholars, and officials, each bringing their expertise to the table. The task ahead was monumental: to sift through centuries of legal tradition, conflicting decrees, and ancient customs, and distill them into a clear, unified code. In 528, Emperor Justinian, determined to bring order to the sprawling laws of the empire, appointed a commission. Their mission was to sort, edit, and compile all existing imperial constitutions into a single authoritative collection. This was no small feat, as the laws spanned hundreds of years and countless rulers. In just over a year, this dedicated team produced the Codex Justinianus, the first piece of the puzzle, a comprehensive collection of imperial laws that set the foundation for the entire project. But Justinian wasn't satisfied with just collecting old laws. The vast and complex writings of Roman jurists, filled with legal opinions and interpretations, also needed to be organized and clarified for future generations. A second commission, this time led by the brilliant Tribonian, tackled this legal jungle. They painstakingly extracted key principles, resolved contradictions, and created a logical structure from the chaos. Their work resulted in the Digest, or Pandects, a monumental 50-book collection. This became the intellectual heart of Justinian's project, preserving the wisdom of centuries of Roman legal thought. Meanwhile, Tribonian and his team also created the Institutes, a textbook designed for law students. It offered a clear and accessible introduction to the principles of Roman law, ensuring that future generations could understand and apply the new legal system. Together, the Codex, Digest, and Institutes formed the Corpus Juris Civilis, or the body of civil law. This unified legal code became the backbone of Byzantine law and a model for legal systems to come. Justinian didn't stop there. He continued to issue new laws, known as the Novae, or New Laws, which updated and expanded the legal framework, adapting it to the changing needs of the empire. This comprehensive body of law became a cornerstone of legal systems worldwide, influencing the development of civil law traditions in Europe, Latin America, and beyond. Justinian's legal legacy endures to this day, shaping modern legal thought and practice, and reminding us of the enduring power of law to bring order to society. Justinian's ambitious legal project required a visionary leader, someone who could navigate the complexities of centuries-old laws and bring order to chaos. That leader was Tribonian, a man whose reputation for brilliance and determination set him apart in the Byzantine Empire. As the empire's chief legal officer, Tribonian was renowned for his vast legal knowledge and his ability to interpret and apply the law with unmatched skill. His expertise made him the natural choice to oversee this monumental task. Although he faced criticism and accusations of corruption from his rivals, Tribonian's legal genius and organizational abilities were simply indispensable. He was both respected and feared for his intellect and influence. Tribonian assembled commissions of the empire's top legal minds, professors, attorneys, and scholars, each chosen for their expertise and dedication to the law. These teams worked tirelessly, editing, comparing, and harmonizing countless legal texts. They exercised careful judgment, debating interpretations, and resolving contradictions to create a unified code. Their mission was daunting: to distill millions of lines of legal writing into a single coherent guide that would serve the empire for generations. The process was not just about preservation, it was dynamic, creative, and required constant collaboration and innovation among the team members. The scale of their work was truly immense, comparable to compiling a definitive legal guide from centuries of scattered and sometimes conflicting documents. The dedication, focus, and sheer effort required were extraordinary, and the success of the final product stands as a testament to their perseverance. Tribonian's leadership, vision, and the tireless work of his team were absolutely crucial to the project's success. The resulting legal code remains a monumental achievement in the history of law, shaping legal systems for centuries to come. The was organized around the law of persons, things, and actions. The law of persons defined legal status such as citizenship and family roles. The law of things covered property and ownership, including contracts and rights. The law of actions outlined how to enforce rights and resolve disputes. Justinian's Code infused Christian morality and consolidated imperial power. It recognized slavery but eased manumission, reflecting Christian influence. The emperor was emphasized as the sole source of law, centralizing authority. This structure laid the groundwork for modern legal systems. The Justinian Code reflected its time's hierarchies and inequalities. It distinguished between classes, with different punishments for crimes. Slavery was a fundamental part of society, with slaves classified as property. The code provided a framework for managing this human property. Women's legal status was patriarchal, though some rights improved. The code aimed to create order within a hierarchical society. It provided rules for interactions between different social statuses. The code's structure and logic were its genius, despite its historical biases. It was a product of its time, yet laid the foundation for future legal systems. After Justinian's death, his empire struggled, and the corpus juris civilis was forgotten in the West. Law became localized, a mix of customs and remnants of Roman law. The digest was lost for centuries, with only one manuscript surviving. In 1070, the digest was rediscovered, coinciding with Europe's transformation. The University of Bologna became the center of legal revival. Scholars analyzed the corpus juris civilis, adapting it to their time. This revival influenced local legal systems, creating a common legal language. Roman law, through Justinian's Code, conquered Europe again with ideas. Justinian's Code influenced legal development in Europe for centuries. The Napoleonic Code of 1804 drew heavily from the Corpus Juris Civilis. Napoleon's legal system spread across Europe, influencing national codes. Many European nations' legal systems are descendants of Roman law. Through colonialism, these systems spread globally, shaping legal traditions. Even common law countries absorbed Roman law principles. States like Louisiana and Quebec have legal systems based on civil law. Justinian's legal legacy is felt worldwide, influencing modern legal systems. Why care about a 1,500-year-old legal code? The Corpus Juris Civilis is a monumental intellectual project. It championed coherent written law over arbitrary rule, revolutionizing justice. Its principles are the building blocks of modern economies and societies. The code provided a blueprint for structured societies based on rules. It shows the transmission of knowledge across time, preserving cultural heritage. Justinian's project was about creating a legacy of knowledge. The code is a testament to the quest for justice and order. It laid the groundwork for modern legal states, a story worth exploring.